Hey everyone, and welcome back to more Let's Play Jade Cocoon 2. I am your host Rabbit, and oh my goodness, my friends, I spent at least 2 hours taking care of some things off camera for you all. As you can already see, we are at the end of Way of Wind 4, which is an area that we had seen together. So I brought us all the way up until this point so that we can go ahead and start the next level of the Wind Forest together, fresh and new. I haven't seen it, you haven't seen it, so I thought this would be a really good starting / opening point for this episode. But before we go ahead and get started, I do want to cover some of the things that I did do off camera. There have been a lot of changes, so please bear with me. But for those of you who have been playing alongside me, I figured you'd like to see every little change that has been made. So let's go ahead and just start with my actual beast amulet. Now, I do want to say that off camera, I actually rearranged my amulet twice. So this is still a work in progress, and I'm not entirely sold on what I've got here. However, I needed to change things up a little bit just to, I don't know, just to make me feel like I'm evolving more lines, because as you are aware, there is a little beast notebook back in the Room of Life that will show you all of the evolutionary lines, assuming that you have been evolving the different lines available to you. So I've been trying to just change things up a little bit and, I don't know, experiment. That's been my goal. So let's just start with this water side. Walter is back and he's looking fabulous. He's still not yet at level 15. He's got a little bit to go, but I thought let's just bring him in the party so he can get even more XP, because I'm ready to give him Meta Knight so that we can finally have access to his big chunky final form, because I think it's super cute. Okay, next. I ended up moving Al to this corner here. Al has Samakia and Al has Meta Knight. I really needed a heal. Obviously Fizzy is gone. This was Fizzy's previous spot. I'll probably put Fizzy back as soon as I can get Meta Knight onto Walter. So obviously, just looking at the big amulet, my water side has changed quite a bit. I don't have 3 people here. Instead, I opted to have 3 along my air side, 3 along the fire side. Whereas I think with you guys last, there were only 2 on my fire side and then 3 along the other elemental group. So I did want to just try something new there. And anyway, so this is what Al has got going on. He's Fizzy's temporary replacement. So even though Al does not have the sleep ability, it's like add Salon, I wanted to pull Fizzy out for a little bit because I want to wait until I get the next level sleep ability, and then I'll give him that. So instead, I'm going for something more support-ish with Samakia, with Al, and obviously the Meta Knight, since Walter still is only sporting tissue. So that's what's going on with these 2 here. Okay, so moving into the meat of my air / wind side, I have Vera. I don't know if you guys have seen her before. I had sampled her once a while back, but I don't know if that was an off-camera thing or if I had you guys with me. But anyway, if you haven't seen her before, this is Vera. She's a ronga-ronga, and she has Multiana going on here. So she's just kind of in the center. I wanted to actually put her on the corner, and she is ready to be merged, so I might give her a fire ability. I'll have to see how that goes. Yeah, so it is what it is. And then I have Maisie, which is a Drac. This one should be new for you guys. I experimented with her also off camera at one point in this LP, but I decided not to bring her. But now I decided again that I do want to use more Dracs. I feel like Urf is the only one that I've consistently been sporting, and like I've already noted, I think it's important to try to get those evolutionary lines logged in my beast notebook. So I wanted to bring more people out into the battlefield. So she has Poison Mist, and she's kind of 50-50 in terms of skill and magic damage. I gave her Poison Mist to kind of make up for the fact that I did remove Kai. And then on the fire side, she has Solia just for some group damage. I thought that would be a nice little balance there, although I might switch this up and give her a physical attack as well. We'll see what I decide. I'm still playing with her. Okay, so for the center here, I don't have Chachi, obviously, but I have a new Divine Beast that I have not used with you guys before. His name is Jace, and these are his stats and what he has going on. All he has is Desperado hit. I haven't even thought far ahead enough yet to decide like if I want to keep him or if I want to like move him around a little bit, but you know, this is what he looks like, and these are the abilities that he has. So he's not amazing, but again, it's just a way to switch things up. So LeBron, you guys might have seen LeBron before, maybe not. I can't remember what I've done off camera and what I've done with you guys in terms of experimenting a little bit. And since this game has so much dungeon crawling, I spend quite a lot of time going back through places and getting levels and items, etc., for people. So whether or not you've seen LeBron before, you get a chance to see him now. These are the skills and abilities that he's sporting. So he's actually quite powerful. He has Comet Strike for the fire side, since I have him on that corner of the fire and earth. And then he has Life Blast, which is what Earth previously had, but I did opt to remove Earth just, again, to experiment more and sample some more divine beasts and give other people the opportunity to be featured in episodes. So Athel is one of the newest divine beasts that we have picked up together. Basically, he's just a green/earth version of Walter. Super adorable, very cute. I wanted to have him very badly. And even though he has a little heal here in the corner that I had given to him as I was merging him up in the beast kennel, I decided to still keep the focus on his earth damage. So he has Olvi Luna, which I think is previously what I had Patrick using, but that was many episodes ago since I swapped Patrick out. So yeah, I mean, Athel is not super powerful either, but he is in the center. I feel like the Walters and Athels, they have decent bulk to them, so I like having them kind of in the middle for those divine beasts that want to try to fuck your shit up. So that's the team. I know it looks kind of weird, and it's probably going to change again. I don't know if I'll ever be able to settle on one actual amulet arrangement. There are just too many possibilities and too many ways to experiment with different creatures and different attacks that they bring to the table. So anyway, that's one of the notes that I wanted to mention. So in terms of the things that I did off camera revolving around like collecting items or doing jobs or looking for kalma. So the first thing that I did do was I ran all the way back through the fire forest just to make sure that there weren't any kalma. I did take a shitty job just because I feel like the more jobs you do, the more open up and it kind of refreshes them. So all I got was like 800 yen for going and doing one of those stupid hidden arenas, and I defeated a guy for the person who posted the job. He gave me the money, and that was that. I didn't find anything new in the fire forest in terms of kalma. However, I did pick up a speed extract and a wisdom extract at random places along that run, and I ended up giving both to Maisie, and she got +1 to each stat. Now, since I also have Jace kind of here on the front lines, and he is from the leaf line, yes, as you can see in the upper right-hand corner. I did have 2 deep rhizomes that were just kind of chilling in my storage, and I decided, you know what, let me just go ahead and use them because I don't know when I'll be using another leaf divine beast, because I haven't really been sporting them very much. I think Carl is the only other one I've really used, and I had Natasha for like 2 episodes. So anyway, I decided to give the deep rhizomes to Jace, and it gave him +6 to spirit, and then the second one was +5 to spirit because I did have 2. So now in regards to what's happened in the wind forest, because that's everything that happened when I was running back through the fire forest. And I did not, like I said, get any new kalma. I think I said it. If not, I'm saying it now. Okay, we're almost done, you guys. I just swear there's so much that has gone on. So as you can see, I have 5 new eggs that we have never, ever seen during this Let's Play. I spent at least 45 minutes merging random eggs that I've picked up while running through the wind/air forest. I merged them with a lot of nice stuff. As you can see, I have no more Tendai herbs. I don't have any more of my Calabash herbs. I don't have any of the citron powders. I have nothing anymore. Like, I have a couple of books, but I had infinitely more items when I came in here. I was at like 29, and now I'm at 16, and I just picked up a mercury spore. So technically, I used so much stuff and dropped myself down to 15 items just so that I could get some new eggs. But it ended up paying off. I'm very happy with what the results were of me devoting a lot of time to trying to get new eggs, and I honestly don't know if there are specific recipes. I couldn't tell you guys, but my best advice to you is just bring some eggs or pick up eggs along the way. If you backtrack like I do, starting at the level 1 wind forest and you run all the way, this is the level 3 one, And you just have a lot of nice stuff. Like Inferno books are good, the Tendai herbs were good, and the citron powders worked really, really well with giving me some rare outputs. So anyway, that took a long time, but I wanted to show you that this is what I got. Now, I did also pick up some kalma, so let's head over to valuables. Now, the Balboa, I ended up finding in Wind Shelter 2. And I think this one is going to be a C grade. It's one that I guess I missed because it didn't look that special to me, but we'll kind of see together when we go to the Room of Life next what exactly this thing has. And then I found Scalco in Way of Wind 4, so literally like a minute or two before bringing you guys back with me, I picked this guy up. And then the last thing, and then we're done with this very long recap, but I told you guys a lot of stuff happened without you. The last thing that did happen was I had a very short cutscene with Gil and Yamu/Mammon in Way of Wind 3, so the previous area, or the previous island to this, and basically he was just kind of drolling on about merging and how it can be so fun and rewarding if you have a goal in mind. And Kahu and Nico were both just drolling on about how it's kind of boring and tedious and they're not humongous fans of merging. So it wasn't an important conversation, just basically Gil encouraging us to experiment with more combinations and to fight more beast hunters because we might feel inspired by a lineup we see someone else using, which makes sense to me. Okay. That's it. Let's go ahead. I apologize that this is a 10-minute long opening, but I feel it is my duty to share with you guys these important changes because sometimes they could be make or break sorts of things. Okay, so I might want to run back. And obviously we're here together, new and fresh. We've never been to Wind Patina, I think is what it was called. So let me go ahead and show you what this lineup does. Okay, you guys. Leave LeBron alone. They're not feeling him at all. So I'll have to give him some heals here in a second. Oh, but look at that damage. I've also been playing around with, oh my god, really, Jace? I've also been playing around a little bit with having 2 Solia users. So before I ended up switching to this lineup, I told you guys I had kind of 2 experimental lineups while I've been running through like the Fire Forest and running through now the Wind Forest. I don't even know who it was anymore. Someone else was using Solia where I had LeBron in the middle and then someone else on that corner there, and they cast, maybe it was Luther actually, and he also was casting Solia alongside Maisie. And I liked that, but I wanted more physical attack going on. I felt like I had too much magic with what that previous amulet was that I was tinkering with off camera. Okay, one of you needs to die because this is getting out of control. It does feel very strange to not have Fizzy or Kai in my team, I've got to tell you guys. That is such a weird feeling. But I'll probably bring everything back full circle. I very much liked how Fizzy is set up. Having someone who can heal and put people to sleep is a little bit OP, I think. So he will be coming back as soon as I can get that next sleep ability. But it was getting to a point where, you know what, let me just go ahead and use this. Hide Spore? I swear, these spores are so weird. Let's you avoid. Oh! Now that is what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and just use the Mercury Spore. I forgot that you could find spores, honestly. It's been a long time since we've been here in the Wind Forest. So that has been throwing me off. Oh, and it's just another one of these mixers. I don't have any shitty eggs to throw in there, so I'm not even going to. Gosh. Should I just run back around then, I guess? I don't want to miss anything, so let's backtrack here and head north along this path. There are a lot of Ogrevines. Oh, already we got some kalma, guys. What? So I gotta say, it's been very rewarding to do a lot of this off-camera stuff, but this is a very time-intensive sort of game. I feel like there is so much grinding, which isn't necessarily bad, but there are moments, I guess, where it feels a little bit overwhelming. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have so many divine beasts in my kennel and I have to merge all of them, but you can't merge them to their advantage anyway until you have like a good next level kalma for them to use. So that's been a bit hard for me. I feel like I have a lot more that I want to play with, but I'm not really in the position to evolve them further or merge them further. But I think we've been making it work, and since I have been putting in the time and the effort to try to keep my kennel okay, I feel like that has been nice, and we have at least been able to see different divine beasts. So I think if I had any advice for anyone who has been watching this before playing this themselves, I would absolutely recommend that you at least keep a couple spare kalma in your kennel that you consistently revisit and you consistently merge. Like, yeah, it adds time to your gameplay, and it doesn't always feel that rewarding. All right, we got ronga-ronga, which I love, and we should not die here. That would be so bad with all the shit that we have, so I might need to save soon.
2 beast hunters and an Ogrevine. You know what that means? You got it. A battle.
Okay, that's quite an intro. Let's see how we do.
Okay, here goes.
The first attack wins. Speed is life.
Okay, whatever you say. He could be right, though. LeBron may not be feeling this. He's still not blind, though. Oh, come on. Really? That last one? Oh, but they pissed him off. Oh, and he healed and got rid of their bullshit. The hacks, you guys. I'm all about that. But do you see what I mean with that Solia? Like, 2 Solia users was borderline OP. But look at this fucking damage we do. Like, it is no joke. That's for sure. Lols, no one cares about your little mana draining shit. I got tissue, bitch. So we'll spend one more round on this side, and then I'll just do a heal and a mana restoration round. Oh no, you let him live! How could you? Now the only downside I think to Jace, what does he have, Desperado hit, is that it also does some minor damage to him. Lols, and you can't take Walter's mana. Walter's actually OP. I kind of wonder if I should raise another one and have 2 Walters. Well, technically I guess I have 2 since I have, not LeBron, I have Athel. Okay, whatever you say. Al is not even sweating your shit. And isn't Al adorable in this form, you guys? Al actually turns into that moth-looking beast. It's very cute. I kind of regret that I made it male. I feel like it deserves to be a girl since it's so adorable. And the nice thing about whatever it's called, whatever Al turns into, is that it's also kind of 50-50 in terms of its physical attack and its magic attack. So I feel like it has a lot of flexibility with how you want to run it and where you want to put it on your amulet. So I might even get more of those. Really, could you guys stop fucking with LeBron? Because that's not cool. Well, they're dead anyway. And we'll see if we get a new egg. We should have at least 2 Alcos now. Or 1 Alco medal. It is not a flesh wound. You're done.
That's awful. Terrible. I didn't hear that.
Whatever you say. Oh, I didn't use my... Oh, poor Vera didn't get all the XP, but whatever, that's fine.
Ouch! Ow, ow, ow! You serious? Really? But my heart is strong. I'll give you this to help forget this battle.
Alright, we got an Alco medal. Please let me get something new. Oh, no, it's 3. Okay.
Collect a lot of them, and something good might happen, but I can't tell you what.
That's fine.
But next time, I'll win.
If you say so. Well, that was, I think, a good way to end this episode. Oh, it's talking to him. I was like, why am I getting an option here? I feel bad ending this episode like this because literally more than 50% of this video was me recapping shit I did off camera. But I don't like these getting beyond 20 minutes. You guys know what I'm saying?
Well, you get days like this.
I guess we can explore one more Ogrevine just to add a little bit of padding to the episode. But I feel bad when these are... Oh, kalma. Okay, now that's a good way to end this, I would say. Hell yeah! At least that way we can try to have this be 50% recap, 50% gameplay. God damn it. Ladrig? I wonder if that's an S rank one. It might be. Saguriana. What does this do? What did that just do? Oh, it might have lowered my attack? Well, I'll lower your defense, so whatever. Well, except, you know, my Samakia is not as powerful as its shit. But if I can poison it, which I did, It's over. Well, let's go ahead and heal and get our mana back so that when we start in the next episode, we'll be good to go. This guy's got nothing on us now. He's done. That poison will just whittle him away. Man, Tishu is so nice. We'll do one more where I get some more mana. And then I'll switch to my fireside and we'll take this thing out, collect our kalma, and then we'll absolutely call this an episode. So my goal here is that we can finish up the wind forest. I really want to get all of these orbs. Not that I haven't been absolutely loving this Let's Play, but guys, I'm at like 50 some hours, maybe like 55. I'd have to check. I haven't saved in a little bit. But I'm going to guess I'm at least 55 hours of gameplay, which isn't awful, but it does feel like a lot, to me anyway. Alright, he's dead. Alright, good job, team! Killing it over here. Perfect. And we got Bladrag. So that's 2 more kalma to add to our party. And you know what I might do just to be safe? Maybe when we're done exploring this island, Wind Patina 1, maybe we should go back to the temple together and check the jobs. I know some new ones had opened after I did that little shitty one that gave me 800 yan. That took me back through like Fire Tower or something. But I didn't really see any that I wanted to do, so I don't know. Maybe we'll check that out. So in our next episode, we'll finish exploring Wind Patina, and depending on how long this takes, we may or may not have time in our next episode as well to head back to the temple, go to the Room of Life. We now have like, what, 4 kalma, and we have 5 brand new eggs. So we have a lot of stuff that we can do in the Room of Life. So more than likely, that's what will end up happening in the latter half of our following episode. But until then, you guys, I'm going to sign off with you. I am your host, Rabbit. This is my playthrough of Jade Cocoon 2, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video together.